But what we did have was 1,700 resumes, no, 1,400 resumes for 17 reporting jobs. And so the managing editor, Steve Engelberg, and I started going through those resumes and started to look to hire people.
Wow. To sort through 1,400 to narrow it down?
To 17, and the resumes that came in weren't the only place we were going to look, because part of our model, and I should probably back up and tell you what the model is, but part of our model was we weren't just looking for people that didn't have jobs and were seeking them. We were trying to recruit the best people anywhere. And what ProPublica is a nonprofit, nonpartisan newsroom focused on reporting in the public interest. And what we try to do is shine a spotlight on abuse of power and failure to uphold the public interest, and by so doing, give the public the tools to produce change. And everything we do goes up on our website. It's free. And our biggest stories we give free to other news platforms, which we try to pick for the story, so that the audience of that paper or TV station or whatever is best suited to have this story have maximum impact. And you know, when we started, we didn't know whether people would use our stuff, even though it was free. It turns out they have, and we've had very significant impact. But it was a risk that we were taking, and I'm glad we took it.
So, at KU, there are a lot of people that are going to be graduating in May with degrees in journalism, and they're going to be looking for jobs. When you say you had to narrow that down to 17 people, what kind of qualities were you looking for?
Very good question. For investigative reporting, you need special characteristics. It's not enough just to be a good writer and a good asker of questions, a good story conceptualizer. You have to have determination to challenge people, to find examples of abuse of power, and then prove that that's actually what's going on. You have to have the readiness to listen to people and have your hypothesis proved wrong, because the worst thing you can possibly do is write a negative story that's not justified. But the biggest difference between editing the Wall Street Journal and editing ProPublica is that at ProPublica, it's not enough to say this is a story that would interest our readers. You know, the Wall Street Journal, you're looking for, or most news organizations, you're looking for stories that fulfill your audiences, your subscribers' needs. At ProPublica, we go one more step, which is, will this story have impact? And so you need reporters who have that intensity, that determination to go the next mile.
Okay, and to shift gears just a bit, News Corp bought the Journal around the same time you left, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so did you have any thoughts or concerns about that at the time?
I really didn't. I mean, some of my colleagues did, because Rupert Murdoch and Fox News were, you know, particularly tipped to the right. And at the Journal, we used to say 2 newspapers for the price of 1. We had a down the middle news operation, which is what I ran, and then